What's up guys, zzirGrizz here and welcome to the grind tutorial. Special thanks to Rep for helping me out with the Search and Destroy challenge, all the first blood spots, and Cambo and Zeno for helping out with all the shot spots. We spent a lot of time on this map. We looked for some really cool RC jump spots and we just couldn't find any, so sorry if you guys expected that, but there just wasn't nothing that great. So first blood to A is either the top right or the top left circle wire here. And you're just going to look straight up with your ballistic knife, and that's going to drop right on top of A flag. Now this is going to be something you're definitely not going to want to try in ground war, because I'm thinking that they're just going to be on it, cap, and be off of it. But you can see they got a little distance to run here to get to A flag. So chances of reg dom getting one is really good. Here's the reverse over to C flag. You're going to stand right on top of the little arrow here, and straight up with your ballistic knife to C. And the reason we're using ballistic knives is we really were trying the combat axes, and they just kept hitting the roof, and it just wasn't working at all. So ballistic knives is the way to go on this map for your first blood. So there you go to A and C. And next up we have a Simtech spot over to B side. If you come over here and put your back up next to this freight, and go on the top right of this post right here, so it'll look a little something like this if you're doing it in game. Your grenade will go right through the window and land almost directly on B flag, which you can see here in the replay. So nice little B flag save if you happen to come in from that right hand side. Next up is shot spots, and before we get into it, we're going to go in here to the restroom, because this is disturbing. Look at what is it with game developers and shit? Every time you see a toilet, there's just poop in it, or now it's running underneath the stalls. Anyway, there was a nice little corner spot you could sit for Search and Destroy. You've got this little blue ramp here, which you can use to adjust like a head glitch if you're watching over towards A, which is really nice. You can also get on top of this box and jump the reverse direction for a nice little no-scope. If you come up here this ramp, you're going to see a little circle. That's if you just walk forward, you'll be able to get really high, and it's nice if you crouch down because you blend in with your little surroundings there, and that's a nice place to just sit there and watch that corner. This is a little alternate way to get on this ramp. If you climb up here and go to the right of this post, I know a lot of people will sit in that corner of the window building to the left. Two-shot wall bang. There you go. You got a jump shot over to A, little 360 little wall grab here if you want to try that. This center area right here, there's a head glitch on the left and right hand sides, which are really nice. It's really hard to see people much more than just the top of your head on those little head glitches. If you come in the back side, you got this little half pipe back here, so you can kind of run slide, make for a kind of a neat little montage no scope, I guess you could say. Over here you got a little dark spot. I know a lot of people will sit here, so it's a pretty common little spot. If you come up this ramp area right here, and you can kind of wall walk this little ledge, and you can just see into the window of that main center B building, and you can pop them in the head or something like that. So that is a dirty little spot for like search or something like that. It's something that you have to practice and take some time, but it's a really nice little shot spot. On top of the trash can to the side door of the building there, just right over top of the truck, which is really nice. And then one last spot on the outside of the map. If you come over here on the back side to see and look in between the wall and the van, you can see on that back side down there. On your right, you can jump on those little waste baskets, but you just really can't use them for anything. So come in here in the center, you can get on top of the lockers and watch that little side door through the windows. And kind of reverse, you can hop on this little case here and watch into the C spawn if you get them trapped in C flag domination or something like that. You also got a jump no scope to the bleachers. You've got this little ramp here. You can kind of jump no scope back into the C door. And if you just go forward a little bit, you can kind of crouch down, watch this C backside, or climb in through the window. It's an alternate entrance. The middle ramp here, you can get on top of, jump no scope back to that little blue ramp that I was showing you earlier. So a lot of really cool shot spots for you guys. Last week we wanted to kind of include in here before the SnD Challenge was you can actually put a riot shield up on the top of this ramp. And it just looks so stupid. I didn't even know you could do it. They just brought it up, so we just threw it in last minute. But I guess if you had a riot shield, you could just kind of sit up on your little perch up there and cover this A door and A window. So not a bad little head glitch. It's really hard to see them. And last but not least is the Search and Destroy Challenge. Now this took us forever. The idea and the concept was fairly easy to come up with. I kind of spotted it real quickly, but pulling it off and executing it took forever. So you might be a little frustrated trying to do this in an actual game situation. I completely understand, but you know what? That's why it's called a challenge. So anyway, you're going to be planting on the east side of the bomb, dead center, and you're going to come back. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. You can either go through the building or around the outside. Round the outside. You're going to come back up here on top of the bleachers. Wedge yourself in this corner right here. As you can see, the little double purple corner. And you're going to put your crosshairs right on this V-cut of the main bar and the diagonal bar. Pull out your ballistic knife and fire it straight over towards A. So this is something that is going to frustrate you guys because it's only going to hit them if they're crouched or standing. If they're prone, it won't work. So maybe you want to have another teammate over there just trying to cover things, just in case you happen to miss or they happen to prone out. But anyway, if you're the first person to hit this in a ranked game, make sure you send me a link to your video so I can send you 1,600 Microsoft points and favorite the video. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. That's it. I'm out. Deuces.